To start our session. So, hi, welcome to the session, free live session for today. And I'm really happy that you decided to spend this time with me today. Before we begin, I want you to know something which is very much important before us starting our session. This isn't a session where I'm going to tell you that you need to chase someone, manipulate someone's behavior, or use manifestation as a way to control another person. Instead, we are going to look at something much deeper. Okay. What is happening within you and how that affects the way you experience your relationships. And when I say relationship, I don't mean only romantic relationships. This can apply to your relationships with your partner, parents, friends, family members, colleagues, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself. Okay. So if you are here because you're struggling with a relationship, I want you to put that situation aside for a moment. You don't have to solve everything tonight. You will be going, you will be looking you you have to be just willing to look within yourself. Just follow the instructions and just follow the things which I am going to tell you, because this session is not only about the upcoming program. It is about how one can solve the issues, the patterns, and break the patterns, and what kind of exercises they can follow until the next 7 days. Okay. So if you're genuinely ready to work on yourself tonight, just type yes in the chat box. I think I have few people in the chat room. If you're ready, just type yes so that I can start with our session today. So I hope you're traveling, right? Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, chat option is disabled. Chat I couldn't find.
Okay, just give me a moment. Now, can you reply? I think chat is enabled right now.
Maybe I joined due to I joined in mobile, madam. Maybe that's why it's
Okay.
not. When I click on it, it is not opening the window, chat window.
Okay, you can just answer me. Okay.
Okay, fine, madam.
Hope that's fine, right? Yeah. Okay. So let me share the screen as well. To share the screen, I have actually prepared it. Okay, let's. Actually, it's new laptop. Okay, anyway, so we'll just continue with our session, and I have actually prepared the PPT for this. Okay, so I hope you're ready, right? Yeah. Then we'll start with the session. The first and foremost question we actually have is like, why do the same patterns keep repeating, or why do we actually dwell in the same kind of patterns? If I have, for the past, let's suppose I have worked with maybe around 150 to 200 people, where most of the common question or the most of the common problem I have seen is that people change. Let's suppose they have had relationships, or maybe their kind of relationships with their family members or friends since their childhood. They have been seeing the same kind of pattern repeating, maybe the same kind of conflicts, the pain and everything. So today we are going to look into that so that you can get enough knowledge to how to break these patterns. Okay. So let's suppose, uh, before that, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought, like, why do I always attract people who don't value me? Why do I always end up giving, like overgiving? Why do people become distant from me? Why do I keep having the same conflict with my family? So, if any of the answers is yes, or if you are able to relate to any of the questions I have asked, just let me know. Like Venkat.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. It is a kind of a pattern which can again and again,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
not able to find any solution.
Mm. So, yeah, even the situation may look different, but the same kind of thing happens every time, right? So, that's what I want you to understand today. Sometimes the problem isn't simply the person in front of us. Maybe this person, like we believe that I had a problem with this person in the past, so we go to next person so that we believe that this person won't repeat the same mistake. But the problem is us. Okay, because we are the source of energy where we are attracting certain kind of people. So we are just, why is it happening, right? Because sometimes we are carrying an internal pattern into different relationships. So if we see the pattern, there are 10 people, 10 people are repeating the same pattern, but what is the common denominator? We are the common denominator, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Whatever we are reflecting out into the universe or to the 3D reality. That is what we are attracting. So let's, as of now, if for an instance, imagine someone deeply believes that, let's suppose there is a person, he deeply believes that I have to prove my worth to be loved. Maybe I have to get a package of 20 LPA so that my partner can love me more, or I have to uh, do this kind of thing, or I have to propose in such a way so that that person can love me. Or coming to with respect to parents, I have to be the class first so that my parents can give me the love which I have always wanted, or the respect which I have always wanted. Maybe I have to do this kind of thing for my friends so that they can give me the priority, or they can give me the time which I've always craved for. So if if we put ourselves in that person's perspective, the kind of examples I have given, so what is that person is trying right now? They are trying to push themselves. As of now, I am a person, I believe in calm, peace, and everything. I don't want to overwork on any kind of things. So if this is the belief, if this is the belief I have, then I am trying to impress someone where I am trying to go beyond my limits. Then I'm putting a lot of pressure, anxiety, because as of now, I don't have a job. I have to get a job in order to get married to my ideal partner. So if that is the kind of situation I'm going through, then that is not me. And if I am not the person, then I am chasing after someone. There is lack energy, scarcity, fear that I will lose this connection, I will lose this relationship, right? Which means I am not that person. I am not my ideal person. Then I'm not going to attract any of the things which I've always wanted in my life. Okay. So what did you understand from these examples? If you try to get away from your original self, as of now, I am a person who believe in certain kind of beliefs, but for some other person, maybe your parents, friends, or for someone, you're trying to get away from your comfort zone, or you're trying to be some other person, then which means you are not yourself. And if you're not yourself, you're acting that pretend, like if you believe that you have to pretend for some time to get someone, you have to pretend until your last breath of your life to keep that relationship in your life forever. So we don't want such kind of chaos within our life. So in this session, I'll give you certain kind of things so that you will understand, okay, this is not what I want. I have certain other kind of things. So where things flow naturally, you don't have to act, you don't have to put somebody on pedestal, you don't have to chase, you have to be in your true self so that you attract the best relations around you. Okay. So now there is a thing called as self concept. I hope everybody knows it. Like if you don't know, I'll just explain you in detail, then we can get into a deeper understanding of it. I hope everybody knows in this session, right? Venkat, Divya, and Shilpa. How are you? How are you? So I don't know whether you can. chat or not. You can just unmute and just let me know so that
Um,
you are available.
sorry, I'm actually outside.
Okay. At the end of
Hello.
the session, I'll give 5 minutes for everyone so that you can ask your question, Shilpa. Like until that time, you can be on mute. Okay.
Uh, just give me 5 minutes. I'll be like available. Okay,
Okay. Yeah, sure.
just 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. So now we'll just get into the self concept thing. Okay. Coming to the self concept, if I have to tell you, self concept is nothing but a set of beliefs. Okay. I have a belief system. A belief system is a set of beliefs, and that belief system builds your self concept. If I have a belief that nobody loves me, everybody leaves me after some time, they only love, like if you have a belief that love is only good in the early stages, after that, or they leave me after some time, or if you believe that parents do not love their children, parents just want them to excel there. If you have certain kind of beliefs, that is what you are going to attract. Okay. It can be anything in the childhood, like let's suppose you had a friend where you had a conflict with that person, you believed, okay, that's where you started getting that belief. That friend betrayed you, maybe they told the other person one of your biggest secrets to some other person, and you felt guilty, you felt that betrayal. After that time, that pain indulged in within yourself in such a way that you understood, okay, friendships are not my cup of tea. Then since then you never ever let anyone to come closer to you, even though after some time you felt that okay, this person might not be like that, this person might be a good person, you gave them a chance, but after some time they gave you the same betrayal, because that is what you believe, right? I'll tell you one thing. If a person, let's suppose I am okay, I'll give you an example. I have a belief that everybody betrays me with respect to money. Okay, let's suppose somebody is there. There might be Venkat or Shilpa or Divya. So they are very good people. Okay, they are very good people, but I have a belief that people always betrayed me with respect to money. So what is the kind of version I am pulling out from the person in front of me is that they will definitely betray me with respect to money. Okay, that is the belief I have. If I have a belief that they give me the best treatment, if I believe that Venkat, whenever I have a call with him, he treats me the best, he will definitely treat me the best, because that is my belief. If I believe that somebody always gives me something, they will definitely do that, because it depends on you. Always remember, your 3D reality or the outer world or the universe is just merely a reflection of your own thoughts and your belief system. Okay. If you believe everything is wonderful, everything works out in your favor, that is what you're going to attract. Okay. If you believe that nothing works out for me, I always get betrayals, people always leave me, that is what you're going to attract. You are a magnet. If you vibrate in a frequency that love is my cup of tea, you will attract, okay, your subconscious mind starts filtering out in your reality the people who will be loving the best, who will be loving you the infinite, like they are just ready to give you the infinite love, the princess treatment, or the kind of commitment which you have always wanted. They will definitely give you. Why? Because you are vibrating in certain kind of vibrations, right? So how do we vibrate in such kind of frequency? Is that here comes the self concept. If you believe that I am the best, I am a goddess, like everything works out for me in my reality, that is what you are going to get. Okay. Self concept isn't simply about positive affirmations for 5 minutes. I have had people in the past, like they used to ask me a common question: Ma'am, like I have been doing affirmations for several days, but things are not working out for me. Okay. You're just barely saying the affirmations. Okay. Let's suppose I am that person. I am doing the affirmations every day vigorously, but internally I have a lot of fear. While I'm repeating the affirmations, I have a fear that this person is going to leave me, or you fear let's suppose you are affirming that my SP is obsessed with me. He cannot love any other person. He only loves me. He wants to marry me. Or my parents, they love me. They respect me. My siblings, they just respect me. I have like wonderful colleagues where they are ready to help me. But inside, whenever you are saying those affirmations, the kind of memories which are running within your brain and body are the kind of betrayals you have had in the past. Okay, so there is like personally that person is going in double mindedness. Okay, one of the side they are doing the positive affirmations, on the other side they are having all the lack low vibrational energy. So self concept isn't always about the affirmations which you are repeating, it is about the belief and the calmness. Okay, coming to the, let's suppose if I tell the self concept thing, I am damn sure that thing will definitely happen. If I believe that I can earn 1 lakh rupees per month, if that is the belief system I have always had, it is a cup of tea for me. I don't have to push myself for that. I believe that, and it will definitely happen because I am aligning myself with respect to that. So it's universe's job to bring certain kind of people into my life where they love me, where they are ready to spend money on the courses, where they are just ready to ask me relevant questions with respect to the courses, so where they are ready to comment on my videos. So that is what I'm telling you. Okay, so do you have any of the questions as of now? Otherwise, I'll give you an examples like how can we change our self concept and what are the misbeliefs we have with respect to the self concept. If any of the people doesn't have, I'll just jump into that. Okay, no questions. Okay, so if you have a firm belief, if you have a strong self concept, your self concept influences how you interpret situations and how you respond to them. Okay, as of now, if you have a belief that people love me, they adore me, but you just tackled with a person where that person is not treating you well, where your self concept is so strong and firm that if somebody comes and treats you in a in a different, in an opposite way, you don't get bothered because you believe that I deserve love. I deserve all the love from the universe. If you have certain kind of belief, even if 100 people come and do all the low vibrational things to you, you don't get you will be in that high vibrational state. So that is the kind of self concept I'm talking about. If you believe you're unimportant, somebody taking a few hours to reply may feel like rejection. Okay, as of now, there are two choices. You didn't get a reply from any of the person. Maybe that might be your romantic partner, or that might be your parents, or any of your best friend. If you believe that okay, they are not interested in me, they are just ignoring me, like they are ignoring me wantedly, if you believe that, that is what you're going to attract. Okay, but there are two choices. They might be genuinely ignoring you, or otherwise they might be busy in their own work, right? Because they have their own life, they have to look after themselves. So there are two options. So if you have a firm belief, you will go for the better option. So once we start getting into the positive mode, you will start attracting the positivity. Okay, and if you believe you are secure and valued, that same event simply feel like they are probably busy. I will continue with my day. So this is what I'm talking about. The event may be the same. Your internal interpretation can be completely different. This is what I'm talking about. So same situation, but the way you react to the outer circumstances becomes different once your self concept is firm, solid. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like, let's take maybe 3 to 5 minutes for the self concept exercise. You can do it verbally, or you can also, if you have your notes, you can do that as well. Okay. Now, I genuinely want you to take a piece of paper and open your notes app. If you're on phone or if you're traveling, you can open your notes app. Okay. So we are going to do a small exercise. Okay. I hope you have opened them. Okay. Step number 1. Okay. In any kind of relationship, always remember this is not only regarding the romantic relationships, it is the relationships with everyone you want to experience with everyone. Okay. In relationships, you just write down, in relationships, I believe I am. Okay. In relationships, I believe I am. I'll give you 60 seconds. You can write whatever the kind of beliefs you have. You might feel like I'm not good enough, like I have to chase, or you can even write, I'm lovable, I deserve love, I am important, or I am difficult to understand, to be understood, I am respected, or I'm ignored. I'll give you 60 seconds. Whatever your beliefs, whatever the kind of beliefs you have, note it down, put it down on the paper, okay? Once you have finished, just unmute yourself and just let me know, okay? Be honest with yourself. You don't have to you don't have to write the things which are not right. Just be honest with yourself, because we are going to rewrite those patterns right now. Okay. Hope you're writing. Have you finished? Like any of, like, it doesn't have to be big things. Maybe one or two sentences or one or two things which you truly believe about yourself. If you're done, at least give me a thumbs up so that I can understand. Okay. Venkat, Shilpa, Divya. Okay. Cool. Okay. So whatever you have written on the paper, don't judge it. Okay, whatever you have written, don't judge it. Just observe it. As of now, you have to observe it. Okay. The second step is like, what do I expect other people to do to prove that I'm valued? Like, it may be that they have to text me first, they have to choose me, they have to always send me lovey-dovey messages, or they have to say certain words so that, hi Shilpa, yeah, so that I can understand they love me. So what do you want other person to do so that they can prove that you are valued? Once it's done, just give me a thumbs up, because I have to take your questions as well. Okay. Done. Okay. So these expectations aren't necessarily bad. Okay. But sometimes we are asking another person to constantly regulate an insecurity that exists within us. Okay, as of now, you feel insecure, so you want some other person to fill that gap. Okay, they have to text me first, they have to do these things in order to I can understand that I'm a lovable person. Okay, you don't have to judge it, you just observe it. Now as you have understood the thing, okay, what are the things which you have understood here? In the first step, okay, coming to the self concept exercise, you understood, okay, this is the kind of self concept I have right now. And the first step and the second step, you understood this is the kind of insecurity I have right now, right? Okay. Yes, beliefs. Now we are going to work on the breaking the pattern framework. Okay. First, notice the trigger. As of now, what is the kind of trigger which you have? Let's suppose if my person doesn't reply me, I do not get triggered. Okay. But if it is for 1 or 2 days, I get panicked. Okay. That is the thing which I'm talking about. First, notice the trigger. So after that, okay, after having a session, you can apply this technique. You can apply this framework for yourself. Whenever you get triggered with respect to relationship, with respect to any kind of person within your life, notice the trigger. Okay. What I'll give you an example. They haven't replied. Whenever we send someone no blue ticks, no double ticks. So we get panicked, right? So you don't have to immediately create a story. Okay, I didn't get the reply. What I have to do? Okay, they are with someone. They don't want me. They don't respect me. They just feel like I'm not a worthy person. Stop. This is the creation of story which we have to stop. We have to notice the trigger, and then the second step is reframe the story. Okay, by putting all the story, you are just making yourself anxious because you haven't received a reply or you haven't got a proper response. So we are going to stop this story and we are going to reframe it. Okay, what story am I telling myself? Maybe they don't care, I am being abandoned, I am not important. If this is the case, then you have to ask yourself, is this a fact or is this just my own personal interpretation? Okay, this is the powerful question which you have to ask yourself. Is this a fact? Or is this my interpretation? Okay. Because if somebody, I told you, right, if somebody hasn't replied or if you didn't get any kind of proper response from someone, there can be two things. Is it genuinely that that person doesn't want to talk to you? Or or is it my personal story because of the past heartbreaks which I'm doing right now? This is the question you have to ask. Once you ask this, you will get a powerful answer for your powerful question. Okay, instead of reacting from fear. Okay, uh, how do you act when you are in fear? You will send multiple messages, you will call them n number of times, or you may block them with anger, or you just uh, try to punish that person, or whenever you have a call, immediately after when that person becomes available, you will start over explaining that person. You start testing them. Oh, does that person really love me? If they genuinely love me, I have to put this test. Okay, I'll just tell them that I'm not interested. I'll just have a conversation that will just break up. So you don't have to do such kind of drama thing. Okay, you don't have to become desperate. You don't have to do any kind of testing. You don't have to punish that person. You don't have to punish yourself first of all. Okay, so what we can do is like when you understand. Okay, this is my only personal interpretation. I have to put a pause. Like I have to click that pause button, then take few deep breaths. Okay, start taking few deep breaths at that situation, and you can choose the response that aligns with the person you want to become. If you are genuinely a person who believes that you are worthy of all the love from the universe, you won't be doing that mistake, right? He might be busy. Like he will definitely ping, like revert. I don't have to. I have a lot of work. I have to focus on my work. I just have to focus on my food, focus on my health. He will definitely ping me back. That is the kind of relief, or that is the kind of self concept which we are going to work. What we can say, I don't need to react from fear. I can respond from self respect. Okay. I am such kind of high level person. Why do I have to dwell in this drama? Right. So you don't have to do these kind of things. So you understood it, right? What is the kind of, you understood what is your current self concept, you understood how you actually want some other person to treat you. Whenever this kind of, whatever you have written in the paper, if that kind of scenario happens with you in the future, what you have to do, you have to do the framework which I have given you. What is the framework? It is like we can put it in three words. Notice. Okay, notice the things which are actually running and reframe that situation. Is it actually fact or is it just my internal like interpretation? And then respond from a high level self concepted person. Okay, follow this framework in order to get the best relationships around you. I promise you, because I have been doing this since April, I've seen tremendous changes within my life. I'm just loving my life right now. Okay. So, and there is an important thing I just want to discuss. Always remember, even if you have the love of your life right now with respect, like within your life, or maybe your parents, or any kind of relationship you have, always remember the first thing is that self respect is very much important. And then, even though you love that person, that doesn't mean that you have to remove all your boundaries around you. You have your life, put yourself like, you have to act from a self-respected perspective, and then And the second thing is that, just give me a moment. Always make sure that you're putting boundaries. If you love someone, that doesn't mean that you have to put down the wall of boundaries, or you just have to be a selfless person. Okay, self concept doesn't mean like tolerating everything. Okay, this is extremely important. Healing isn't that everything is my fault, and manifestation isn't if I think positively enough, I should uh, I should tolerate unhealthy behavior. No, like you can love someone and still have boundaries. You can forgive someone and still choose distance. Okay, because you don't have to go to their vibrational levels. You have your life, you have to be at your level. Okay, you can forgive someone and still choose distance. You can want a relationship and still refuse disrespect. Somebody is disrespecting you, never ever take that. I personally do not tolerate such kind of things within my life. I wouldn't let you to accept certain kind of things within your life as well. Okay, you can believe in reconciliation. Maybe if you have ex, you want to reconcile, or certain kind of things, maybe a past old friend, like you can get back with that person and still maintain your dignity. You don't have to become a low vibrational person. Okay, if i completely believed if I completely believed I was worthy and respected, what would I stop accepting? Okay, I'll give you 30 to 60 seconds. This is the question for you. If I completely believed I was worthy and respected, what would I stop accepting? I would definitely I personally would stop accepting disrespect. I wouldn't let any other person talk down about me in front of me. Okay, this is the kind of person. What would you stop accepting if you believe that you are a high self concept person? Once you have written down within your paper or within your notes app, just let me know so that we can proceed with other things. And one more thing, this session may complete in 5 minutes. I'll send you another link. Okay, I'll send you another link. Join it immediately. Join into that session immediately, so that I can take your questions for 10 to 15 minutes, your personal questions and everything. Okay. If you have answered that question, I have another question. What would I start communicating? Okay, if there is someone you don't accept the disrespect, what would you be communicating with that person? You might be communicating that I don't accept such kind of behavior, or you're very much open with respect to the communication with them. So write it down. It's for your sake, not for somebody else. Okay. Hope you are answering those questions right. So I hope you have answered those questions. It's for your sake, okay, even after completing the sessions, so that you can go through the same questions and you can ask yourself, so what kind of person do I actually want to be in my life? Okay, Shilpa is completed. Uh, we have 5 more minutes left. I'll give you a 7-day challenge, and another link, like you can join that and you can start asking your personal questions so that I can answer your questions. Okay. Now, so for the next 7 days, I have a challenge for you. I want you to do one simple thing. Okay. Every night, ask yourself these 3 questions. What triggered me today? Okay. You can ask yourself, what triggered me today? And the next question is, what story did I tell myself about it? Maybe something unwanted has happened. What kind of story I have built after that situation has happened that day? Okay. Maybe somebody didn't treat you properly. What story have you did you start? Like maybe in the past, people have treated me the same way, so I believe that this is what I'm not worthy of love. This is how people treat me. You just start telling yourself a story that you start getting back to your old self. And the third question is, how would the most secure version of me respond? If I'm the most secure person, how would I actually respond to that situation? That wouldn't even trigger me, right? So you have to ask yourself these three questions for the next 7 days so that you can understand, okay, this is my cup of tea, and these are the things I won't be tolerating at all. Okay, write your answer and don't try to change everything overnight. Okay, don't try. Change doesn't happen overnight. Can you please tell me the three questions, please? Okay, sure. The first one is, what triggered me today? Okay, what triggered me today? What story did I tell myself about it? If something has happened, what story did you actually tell yourself regarding that situation? Or what would the most secure version of me respond? Sorry, how would the most secure version of me respond? I'm repeating the three questions again. What triggered me today? What story did I tell myself about it? How would the most secure version of me respond? Okay, these are the questions. Answer those questions every night before going to sleep. I promise you that you will start seeing the tremendous changes within your life for the next 7 days. Okay. Is it Hansini? Who is it? Okay. So, as I've given you the things, what were the things which we have discussed? We have discussed regarding the self concept thing, and you have understood what is your self concept right now. And then later we have worked on a framework, okay, that is to notice the things, the triggers, especially the triggers. Notice the triggers, pause, okay, give me. Notice the trigger, and after some time, reframe that and try to respond from a self concept from a self concept where you are very much firm about yourself, right? As of now, I have a belief that I'm a high value woman. I have a different self concept, right? How would I respond to that same exact situation? Okay, I will give you another maybe a trick as well. Okay, as of now, you can put me in that situation. Okay, how would Subha, or how would Subha, or how would ma'am would actually how would she behave in that moment? How would she respond to that? How would she actually do or tackle the situations? Okay, as of now, when you are starting it immediately, that when you're trying to break the beliefs of your self concept, you can ask yourself this question. If you can't believe that, okay, I'm not such kind of person, like I don't believe that I can tackle the situation, put me in that situation. How would Subha would um, respond to the same situation, right? So that this trick you can do it. And there was a question which you were supposed to ask. Whenever something triggers you, you have to ask it whether it's genuinely a fact. When somebody is triggering you, when you're not getting proper response from your friends, family, and everyone, or anyone who is triggering you, you have to ask yourself one question: is it really a fact, or is it just my perception? So you will definitely get answer to your question. So that's how you have to ask. And I've also given you the 7-day challenge where you were supposed to ask three questions before going to sleep, so that for the 7 days you will be clearing all the gunk which was stored within your mind and body. I promise you, you will definitely feel the light weighted heart. Okay, you will start feeling, oh, you will start flying. You will start like flying in the sky. Okay, so this is what you will be doing. I hope you have noted down the three questions. Those were the three questions you have to ask yourself. And I hope you're aware that exact time, like from the exact time, 9 o'clock tomorrow onwards, the 11 days relationship challenge will start. And I hope you are also aware of the price, which is 1299. I have done these programs last year for a few months. I've started in the month of April. Since then, everybody, like each and every person who has enrolled into the program, they have got results within the 11 days. I always used to get the kind of results from them. Not only that, if I have to particularly tell you the results, one by one of the person, she joined the sessions just because she wanted to get her specific person back. Okay, she wanted it, but here's the case: there was no contact for around 1 year, 8 months, or 1 year, 10 months of no contact. She told like, I don't want to contact that person because we had a very bad fight. Then when we had that um when she enrolled into these programs, after that she came to know that I also take these personal sessions. After 3 weeks, on the third week itself, she got to know where that person is, what kind of things were going on. She got to see that person physically in the 3D reality. Okay. And then later on, they got engaged and now they are happily married. So it just happened with one simple step. Now she got that person and they are happily married. There was no contact at all for literally around 2 years. Okay. She didn't even know where that person was. He left that place. She didn't know what kind of things were actually happening. And another woman, she was married and she had a belief that okay, she was not getting any kind of priority from her husband. And then later on, she started working on herself. She just did the affirmations and she started seeing immediate results within her husband. And it was like, I always feel very much happy just by doing affirmations, getting results, right? She has a firm belief that she can get the results. Only by affirmations, she changed her husband. And there was a lot of third party involvement that the mother in law or the sister in law were always nagging, and there was always fights just because of those people. And everything got settled very, very beautifully. Okay. It was a very beautiful process, natural process. And now everything is set. She doesn't chase her husband. He's very much obsessed with her right now. And coming to a woman from Chennai, and she was having a similar kind to the situation I have told. Now, like, she gets all the love from her husband. Like, she also had certain kind of challenges with respect to the child who was super active, and everything got settled. Okay, the child is behaving properly. I'm telling you that. Okay, relationships means everything. Your child, your parents, your friends, colleagues, your romantic partner, everybody. Okay, that's why relationship doesn't always mean opposite gender. It's not always romantic. Every relationship, okay, if you want to build something within your life, a career or a business or any kind of thing, you need relationships with people. People are important in every aspect of your life. Why shouldn't we have the best relationships with the people around us? Okay, coming to my personal story, I have a thing to tell you. Okay. um Everybody knows, like, people who have been following me for a certain time, everybody knows that I have a beautiful relationship with my SP and everything is well, like it's well mannered and everything. But I started digging deeper and deeper. It's not like I just sit idle. Okay, once I got the my manifestation, I don't sit idle. I experiment things. I work on myself, and then I once things have worked out for me, then I give those things to my clients so that they can do the similar kind of things, so that they can manifest the best life for themselves, and then later on, so that I can put out the content where things have worked out for me, right? And then while I was doing this experimenting things, in the month of April, I started working on myself. Okay. Then I started listing out the things. Okay. I understood I never had the most loveliest relationship with my parents. It was like strict that I have to do this thing, this and that, only that much. Never ever loving hugs or a certain kind of caring. I used to get love only when I got sick. No. So I just wanted to break this pattern. Okay. I have successfully broke that pattern. And I had a goal. Okay. I had a goal that I have to manifest this thing by by this by the time I complete by the time I'll be this age, I just wanted to accomplish a certain kind of things within my life. And I'm happy to announce that I have completed that thing, which if I have to tell as a normal person, it was merely possible. It was impossible for me to say in words. If I'm not a manifestor, if I do not believe within myself, I wouldn't have manifested it. You know what? Once I started working on my relationships, everybody helped me. Okay, I personally wanted to buy certain kind of property for me because that was my belief. Okay, I always used to have a vision board, used to believe, okay, God, I have to have this by this age and everything. I was panicking that I didn't even achieve any kind of thing within my life. I used to get all these things, this MacBook and everything I got, but I wanted to accomplish beyond that. Once I started working on my relationships, I didn't take a rupee like of loan or debt from other person. Everything got settled in a beautiful manner. My family helped me in such a way that I'm very much blessed. Things happened naturally. Like within days, things were happening. I didn't have to I didn't have to bother about the things. It only happened after I started working on the relationships. Okay. That is why I'm stressing a lot. I started having beautiful relationships with my parents, and I'm spending a lot of time with my parents. Okay, this is the age where we'll be getting married and we'll be leaving the house, right? So I got a thought, no, this is the time I have to spend the at most time with my parents. I'm having beautiful time with my parents. I do work from home, so like most of the time I'm just spending time with my parents and having lovely food, which like we are laughing, we are having food, we are enjoying our lives. Not only that, by the evening when my siblings come back home, we are even more energetic, we are enjoying our time. Okay, even with respect to my SP, he adores me, everybody knows. So things are happening very, very beautiful, like naturally beautiful way. Okay. These are the kind of things which I'm talking about. Things can happen in a natural way where you don't have to put a lot of effort. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Once you step into that state, things happen very naturally. Okay. Where previously I used to stress a lot. I used to have a lot of conversations with my mother. No, this is not like, this is not right. We have to do this. I used to have lots and lots of conversations with my mom. Now I just have to think things happen naturally. Like, am I manipulating my parents or something? No, I'm not manipulating anybody. I'm just feeling like this is my reality. I want to have the best time for myself. And people are aligning themselves, okay, aligning themselves um, to my desired reality. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, things can happen naturally. We have Shilpa. We have Shilpa within our session as well. She manifested the best things. Okay, she also like she has a similar story of mine. She did it last year, but now I have done it. Where she told me like I have also put it in the community post. She manifested a beautiful relationship with her sister, with her parents. Everything is well. She got out of a toxic relationship where she wanted to give up on her life. Now she is having a job where she manifested it. I was very happy when she told me that she manifested a job for herself. She manifested a job. She has beautiful relationships around herself where they are ready to go to any extent for her. So these are the things I'm talking about. Once you start working on yourself, you can attract, you can align people accordingly to your desired reality. Okay. So now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'll answer your personal questions. And if you have any questions regarding your 11-day relationship challenge, okay, before that, it is 1 to 9. It is a session of 50 minutes, 50 to 60 minutes based on our questions and based on our topic. Excuse me. And I'll be taking questions, and you don't have to worry if you don't have time. You have access, recording access to it. Maybe as of now, I've promised 24 hours, but probably you can have more than that. Maybe until until 11 days. So you don't have to worry whether, excuse me. You don't have to worry if you have missed the session, if you couldn't join the session. I promise you, you can get the utmost advantage of from this 11 days of session. And coming to like compared to the last 11-day session, and now it's totally different. We are going to rock in this 11-day session because I have learned a lot of things. I've implemented a lot of things. I'm just ready to give you out that information so that you can also have the best relationships around you. Okay. Now it's time to take questions from you. If you have any sort of questions, maybe your personal questions or maybe with respect to 11 days challenge, you can ask me. I'm just ready to ask you questions. Okay. You can unmute yourselves and I'll answer your questions. Shilpa, Venkat, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Venkat, Shilpa,
Done, ma'am.
even though everything is good, she again enrolled into our sessions because she knows the magic of 11-day session. Okay, no questions, right, Venkat? If there aren't any questions, like, should we conclude our session? Okay, before that, I just want to tell you something powerful so that you don't give up whenever you get low vibrational thoughts. Okay. So before we
I'll
close,
try to follow the solution which you have given.
okay, sure.
Yeah, ma'am, I want to tell you something. So I have done last, I have taken the class.
Mm,
So as I told you, I think you also aware, and you just told everything. So I have a good relationship with the parents and my sister as well.
mm,
But I want to take a one more step.
mm,
Like I want to manifest SP.
mm, mm.
So yeah, that's why again I joined. I don't know whether these miracles will happen or no, but I know the magic of the class. I just want to experience those all things. So that's why.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I
Thank
soon am manifesting. I will definitely share the like
success.
feedback,
Yeah, yeah.
my story, success story. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm genuinely grateful that you were the first person immediately when I put out that status. You were the first person who has enrolled into our sessions. Like, I was damn happy. Okay, she's back into our sessions. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Shilpa. And before ending our session, before we close, I want you to remember one thing. Okay. You don't have to become someone else to be loved. Okay. You don't have to change yourself in order to love somebody else. The work is not about becoming perfect. Okay. It's about believing that beliefs that you tell you're not enough. It's about releasing all those certain kind of beliefs. Okay, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy. It's about releasing all those kind of things. It's about learning to communicate. I told you, right? You should have self-respect. You shouldn't encourage certain kind of disrespect. Okay, put up boundaries so that you attract the best relationships within your life. Okay, you have to be your biggest supporter, and it's about learning to communicate. It's about learning about the boundaries. It's about learning to choose yourself without closing your heart. There is a common thing which I have observed is like once a past relationship didn't go well, people just tend to close their hearts. Okay, no, these things are not for me. No, there are several people out there. Okay, I read some like maybe a few weeks back. I read somewhere that the probability, the probability of having a soulmate is around 10K people. Okay, out of 10K people, which means you have 10K soulmates out there on this earth, like billions of people out there, right? So there is a probability of 10K soulmates or 10K people. In that, getting one person, it's definitely possible, right? One person who aligns with your beliefs, where he adores you, where he respects you, where he supports you and everything. So it will definitely happen. Always use this trick that there are 10K people out there. Choosing one person out, like one ideal person out from those 10K people is literally easy. Always go for this formula and you will definitely get to see the results. And it will ease the resistance. Okay, you may believe that no, it's not for me. There are that many people out there, so it's very easy for me to attract a, an ideal partner for me. So think in that way. Okay. and and it's about creating relationships from self-worth rather than fear. So as of now, whatever the kind of relationships or disgusting relationships you have right now, they have manifested from fear. Okay, if you have created an abundant creation of disgusting or bad relationships within your life, you can do the same for the good relationships as well. You can become an abundant source of beautiful relationships within your life. Okay, so tonight, don't ask how do I make them choose me. You don't have to think, okay, I have to make that person choose me, I have to chase this person, to do this and that. Okay, you have to ask yourself, who do I become when I know I'm already worthy of being chosen, respected, and loved? Okay, this is the kind of question you have to ask. I'll repeat that question for yourself again. Who do I become when I know I'm already worthy of being chosen, respected, and loved? Okay, start there. And thank you so much for being here with me tonight. And remember, heal within, love without, transform your relationships. And good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you could have spent your time somewhere, but you literally joined this session. And I really, really respect your time. So, for respect, like as a respect, as the kind of respect I give to your time, I hope I have given you the valuable lessons, the valuable techniques, and frameworks which you can use for the next 7 days. It's not like something a waste of time. I hope you have learned something. You take hope like before going to sleep. Because I'm a certain kind of person, when I take a session for someone before going to sleep, whenever I go through the day, if I didn't give enough knowledge or um enough things which were required for that person, I cannot sleep. I can't even get a proper sleep. So I hope I genuinely gave you the valuable things which were required for you, because you had a hope that you will be learning certain kind of things, right? I hope you found your valuable lessons and techniques from this. And who has joined right now? Samsung. Who is it? Like, may I know? And if you have joined right now, you don't have to worry. Maybe within half an hour, I'll make sure that I'll post this video on YouTube so that you can go through it from the start. Okay. If there are any questions like Samsung, I don't know, is it Divya or someone? If you have any questions, you can ask me. If nobody has, like any one of you have no doubts, then I'll just close this session. Like, no, right? If you don't have any questions, just give me a thumbs up so that I can peacefully go to sleep tonight. No. And Venkanta and Shilpa, they have already told me that they don't have any kind of questions. And yeah, thank you so much for attending this session. And I hope you found this valuable. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Shilpa, I'll see you tomorrow in our 11 days challenge. Until then, bye-bye. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.